So this week, I'd like to recommend 911. And so that program is what it is. It allows citizens to send actual video to our communication center. Is that an accurate assessment? So obviously we won't do that without your permission. And we're not asking you to put yourself in harm's way. But for example, if we have a motor vehicle accident, to get a better idea, we can take a video of that. Our communication center now can receive that. Live.
Yeah, the key behind that is we've moved into a new technology age, and the 911 system is traditionally been 20 years in the past. It's not been that long ago that we just moved from the analog world to the digital world in our 911 centers. Doug Workman, Doug, if you stand up there, everybody's able to catch you. He is our 911 manager. He oversees all of that, and his team put together this test that we do with 911. And the neat part about this is not only can you send a video, they can do that. I think they can do a live stream of that. We can send that link to the officers in the field, and they can see that with their. So we're in the embassy of trying to stir that up as part of that real-time situational awareness. But think about it. When you're looking at it from an emergency response perspective, even the fire department would be able to see what kind of injuries they're getting to before they arrive on the scene, so their mindset, so they're not assessing on the fly, they're already getting a sense of what's going on, or a fire that's going on, how bad that is. That's a simpler example. But also from larceny or that sort of thing, we actually no longer have to give a description of the individual. It raises our risk of stopping the wrong individual. We can actually have a better view of what's going on and zero in on the true suspect. So we get away from some of the social concerns that we get into by stopping individuals that aren't actually involved in crime.
Chief, you hear about the military, they always practice well in advance. The Navy SEALs, they practice and get as much intel as they can. It always allows us to do. If there is a house fire or park fire, we have something's trapped. If that video is sent to the communication center, it can actually be sent to what's called our NDCs, our mobile data computers, to the fire trucks, and allow our personnel to actually real time see what's going on. It will allow an officer like Captain Stewart to be able to give direction even prior to getting there. And again, I would lay that back. That's why it's so important that we really know the pre-plans. When we're about to a call, we actually pull up the pre-plan for the structure. We know the layout of the building prior to us getting there. We know any special hazards, hazardous chemicals. Again, obviously we do that to keep us safe, provide us with situational awareness, but our real true goal is to provide better outcomes for citizens. And the more information that we can gain prior to getting there gives us the advantage of the possibility of making quicker, better decisions to improve outcomes, which means in our world, save people's lives.
Lazy Days is a prime example of that again. We keep going back to it, but it's one of our premier events. It's such a fantastic. It's my first one, so I was yeah, it was fun. Except for the snakes. And there's a guy walking around with two big snakes. And I have to mention Chuck too, because we really haven't said anything about animal control. They're such an integral part of our first responder capabilities. And I want you to think about our animal control capabilities. But at Lazy Days, in this scenario that we're talking about, in a special event, it's easy for us to put up, or it's easier, not easy, but easier for us to put up some of this real-time capabilities. In Lazy Days, we had a medical emergency that occurred, and we had a drone that was flying off the top of the roof, and we didn't actually fly and go over anybody, straight up and swoop down. But the command center was able to look exactly where that was and direct resources into where that medical emergency was, where, if you know Lazy Days, we're over near this or we're over near that, and Page Walker was near Page Walker, but where? I mean, you've got, when seconds count, you don't need to be minutes away. And that helped us very well. What we want to do is to be able to do that in real time for everything. And that's a process that takes time.
So to be a little more specific, in the downtown changes we began many years ago in our strategic plan, how will we change our operation? from fire trucks. Everyone sees the big, new, shiny fire truck that bends in the middle that's called tiller. We purchased that to meet the challenges of navigating the streets within downtown as it continues to grow. But on the technology side, we have a new emergency operations center for the town of Station 9, the station located on Walnut Street. Very nondescript, not many people know. And what that facility allows us to do is really maintain, bring in all the technology resources, whether it's traffic cameras, DOT cameras, camera trailers, drone technology, and it gives either the incident management team or the emergency operations center staff almost real-time situational awareness of what's going on at either a pre-planned event or a acute event. We won't have officers or companies stationed in the downtown area other than where they're currently located in the fire stations. Our crews from Station 4 and Station 2 have been working, as well as personnel from the administrative staff have been working with Joy Ennis, the downtown park manager, as well as other departments in town to make sure that we are even well before the park was ever started, really strategically planning how we gain access to that, what technologies we need in the park that we can access for public safety, and then methods or either processes or even in events, can we put people on the ground during those events in the park to keep folks safe. So I think the town and Sean, the manager,